Detective Norman. Can I join you? Sorry for the delay, but I didn't want anybody seeing me, if you know what I mean.
What can I get you, sir?
Just a coffee.
Coming right up.
It's not my habit to sit with people like you.
Got a business proposition for you, Detective.
I ain't no businessman. And even if I were, I wouldn't be doing business with the likes of you.
I don't usually do business with your kind either. But this is a bit of a strange deal. Good for you and your superiors, and good for me. It concerns a certain kind of trade.
Trade?
Well, let's just say that I hold a high position in a not-so-legal organization. It's just the kind of organization people such as yourself would like to know a lot about. And I, on the other hand, for certain reasons, don't want...
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks. I have my own personal reasons why I don't want to be associated with this organization. It ain't too easy to leave this kind of business, if you know what I mean.
I think I know where you're coming from. You'll get a bullet in your head if you don't disappear quickly, right?
That's not the only reason. Got any kids, Detective? I've got a wife and daughter. I don't want them to have any problems because of me.
Yeah, well, I ain't just gonna hand out protection to any wop crook. You should have thought about them kids before, 'cause I...
Sure. Listen, I don't want something for nothing. So here's the deal. Does the name Salieri mean anything to you?
Salieri? It damn well does. You got something in common with him?
You could say that. I've worked for him for several years. Now he wants to rub me out. If you protect my family and me, I'll tell you everything. Names, dates, accounts, everything. Enough to put him away for life.
I ain't Santa Claus. If I go to the chief with this, I need to know everything you know. And I have to be sure you'll testify in court.
Sure. If you ain't in a hurry, I'll tell you my whole story. And all the deals I've worked on over the years.
Okay. I've got time, and I'm listening.
Hello, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MAFIA. I want to say it was just over a year ago, I played the definitive edition of MAFIA. And it had been years since I played the original MAFIA. And I was always thinking, eventually I want to go back and play that again, because there were parts that I remember being a little difficult, but I remember a lot of fond memories of this game because I liked it a lot. And lately when I started playing Myst, there was a thing about the about going up to the when you go into the room where the bookcase is, and you open up a panel and you go up and take the elevator up. It's like a bit of a lighthouse that shows you secrets. There's a lighthouse in this game, and when you get done with the game, there's the lighthouse you go to, and you get missions at the lighthouse. And I was never very good at those. But the main game, I really enjoyed. I mean, I did some of the lighthouse missions, but by then it was just, okay, go out in the world and do this. Okay, go out in the world and do this. And it just seemed like they were never ending. I don't know. But I wanted to get into this game and play this one again. So here we are. We're doing it. I mean, load game. I don't have any games to load. So we're going to go new game. We saw that. An offer you can't refuse. Autumn of 1930. How old was I then? I'm kidding. I wasn't even around yet.
I used to be a taxi driver. Even though I wasn't making much and I worked from dawn to dusk, I was glad to be working. It was a bad time, and some other people were worse off than me. It was that very taxi that drew Salieri's people to me in the first place. One day I was on my break and I was just hanging out. Suddenly I heard a tremendous crash.
Sam! They got me. Damn it.
Climb up and move. There's a taxi. We'll be okay.
It was clear to me that these guys had to get out of there fast, so I thought it was best to cooperate, rather than ending up with a hole in my head.
Move it. Come on.
Where to?
Anywhere. Fast. Hope you're damn fast. Faster than Sam here was.
I burned rubber out of there like a bat out of hell.
I don't even remember these
Not
controls.
anywhere, just away from those gentlemen who were chasing my new customers.
Now listen carefully. You gotta shake these clowns behind us. If you don't do it, then we're done for. That includes you. Step on it, kid.
No. I don't want to go to the car. I don't want to go to the car.
I'm right for transfusion.
Okay.
Now listen carefully. You gotta shake these clowns behind us.
I have to use arrow
If you don't
keys.
do it, then we're done for.
Alright, hold up. Let's see, forwards. It's set up for secondary. Why can't I use secondary? Backwards. Left. Right. Is left shift used for anything? No, because I'd rather have left shift for run toggle. Left. Right control. Okay, if that makes sense. Jump, number 0. Jump, I'd rather have be spacebar. Inventory, hide. Alright, now car settings. W S A D. If I make handbrake control, there's a speed limiter in this game. So change gears up. Let's do up arrow. And change gears down, down arrow. Alright, if I need to go back and change any more, I'll do it then.
That includes you. Step on it, kid. Gonna end up a bed full of holes or what? Step on it or we're done for. Idiot, go!
Wow.
Christ!
That car's more powerful than mine is.
I'll shoot your head off.
Alright, I'm gonna turn around.
Step on it. They're still on our tail.
My taxi!
Faster.
We're finished.
My taxi!
I think I got a hole in my tire. That's gonna make turning suck. Or turning hard.
We're finished. Idiot, go!
Step on it. They're still on our tail.
Dude, I'm trying.
My taxi!
Yeah, I got a hole in my tire, so I'm sliding all over the damn place. pull out right in front of me. Right in front of me, dude.
Great! We made it!
Good work, brother. Now take us to Sayeri's bar. I'll show you the way.
You could hear my tire. I think... Man. It's like the slightest turn. You go for a ride. I think I remember the way back to Salieri's bar. It's got to ease up on the turn. I gotta make sure I slow down before turns. Okay, the old school graphics are definitely making me smile a little bit. The Definitive Edition, if you haven't played it, looks beautiful. It looks really beautiful. I wasn't too thrilled that they changed the voices of everybody, but I guess maybe they needed new audio files. And of course, over the years, people's voices changed and whatnot, or like, if you're gonna do that again, I want more money. I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know if that's what happened, but I can see that being a thing.
Aren't we driving around in circles?
No, I'm not driving around in circles. Chill. Trust me, I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going. I don't even remember if this game has a map. It should have a map. I think Salieri's is over here on the left. Oh. Am I wrong? What's the map? Oh. Oh, I'm a little off. Okay. Next block over. I was close. And now I'm driving on the sidewalk, which is not ideal. Salieri's right there. Oh. No, it's up there. I'm learning. Cutscene.
Finally, we're home. Wait here, friend. Sam will get you a little something from Mr. Salieri. Thanks for your help.
It's the 30s. If you do that in the 30s, someone would probably just shoot you. Only today can you be silly and get away with it. Most of the time.
Mr. Salieri would like to thank you as well as myself and Paulie. It's compensation for the damage to your car and your services. It should be enough.
Yes, of course. Thanks. Give my regards to Mr. Salieri.
Mr. Salieri wants you to know that he is very grateful to you. If you ever need anything, you can come back and ask for help, because Mr. Salieri doesn't forget about friends who have helped him out. If you're interested, maybe we could find a job for you here, and it would pay well. We always have positions for guys as good as you.
Okay, okay. I'll think about it. Thanks. Really thanks. I'd better go to fix the car and so on.
All right. I understand. Just think about it. And I hope it's clear that this matter is only between ourselves. You take care, kid.
Car drives better in the cutscene than it does when I play.
When I opened the envelope, I almost had a heart attack. There was more than it would cost to do the repairs. But I didn't for a minute think about their offer. I didn't want to join some criminals, even if they had all the money in the world. It's better to be poor and alive than rich and dead, right? I was going to get my cab repaired and try to forget it all as soon as possible. As my mother always said, you can never predict what God has in store for you.
Running Man.
Hey, could you take me to the church downtown, please?
Okay, okay.
Remember the music. Back in the day when I first got a computer is about when I started playing this game. Because I ended up buying it for PlayStation 2. But it's the computer that I used to play. And I got my hands on the soundtrack back in the day too. And I used to make like little music videos with the computer. I had Windows Movie Maker, and I thought that was the coolest thing on earth. Ran like a turtle. It was a nightmare kind of making the video, but when the video was done, it was one of those pat yourself on the back kind of moments. And God, I made so many music videos. For a while there, I was taking because I had a lot of B movies and old movies, and I'd have a lot of silent movies. And one thing I hated about silent movies that came out was the audio score that they had with them had nothing to do with the movie you were watching. It was just, some of them it was just let's just take any audio and slap it with what they're seeing. And I don't remember if it was the original Hunchback of Notre Dame or if it was the original Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But it was like I tried watching the movie and it was like I could not get into it. And I had a hunch it was the music
Okay, drop me off here at the steps. Thanks.
So,
Here's the fare.
I ended up watching it again, and this time turned the volume all the way off.
I need to go to the hospital. You are.
No problem.
And then I found myself getting into the movie. And it's like, I wanted my mom to watch it. I'm hitting forward and I'm going backward. What's that about? What's going on here? What's going on here? That's...
Driving like that.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm driving that way. Forwards is W. The car. Forwards is W. What's going on?
That. You're scared, are you?
The up arrow works. Okay, now it's working. That's really weird. Okay, we're going up there now. All right, I wanted to make that that turn there. What's going on? Oh. Okay. Oh, all right. Is there a way I can switch to automatic transmission? Manual M. Oh, that's what happened. I hit the M because I thought that was what opened the map. There we go. There we go. But anyway, I wanted my mom to see the movie, and I knew the music was going to ruin it for her, so I cracked open my good buddy Windows Movie Maker, and I just put in music that I had actually robbed from other film soundtracks and game soundtracks and stuff like that. And I remember certain scenes just taking me forever to find the right track to put under it, because some of it was just too dark, too gloomy, too upbeat, you know. But just find the right one. Actually, I think I want to turn here. Sorry, man. Not the greatest driver in the world. Okay. But then my mom watched it, and it turned out she loved it. She thought it was an awesome movie. And so I had to ask her, it's like, what about the music? It's like, the music was perfect, but she's like, that's not the music that originally went with that movie, was it? I said, no, how can you tell? She's like, it was too good. You're right. So then I started diving into other movies that had other silent movies, and replacing some of their soundtracks, mostly for the fun of it. But at the same time, I was basically training myself without realizing I was training myself how to be a film editor or of sorts.
Drop me off in front of the entrance. Thanks. Here's the fare.
Okay.
I'm lucky you're here. I need to get to the theater on Central Island. Take the Giuliano Bridge so that we can get there quickly.
Whatever you want.
I remember one I did was Alfred Hitchcock's The Lodger, which if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's really good. And it's by far probably the best film and music marriage that I'd ever done up until that time. And there was one scene in particular where I had the perfect song for the scene. It was perfect. It's just the way it was edited wasn't going to work with the music. It was just, this clip went a little too long. It worked better if it was moved over there. So I figured, you know what? This is just for me anyway. Why don't I have a little fun with this? So I re-edited this, recut the scene. It's like, I'm just going to put that clip there, put the focus over there, and then move the scene back over here. And, I mean, it sounds all kind of mucked up in my head, but it was supposed to be a kind of a whimsical scene. A silly little scene. And, it was cut so straightforward. And, of course, who would want to recut something that Alfred Hitchcock had done? Come on. Not likely. But I figured, what the hell, I did it anyway. And I remember when I showed that to my mom, she started laughing. But it was like the song I had was so perfect that I could not find any other song that would actually fit it. I mean, there was certain scenes I saw, and it was like, I had this thing where I could, I guess it's just from doing that, I got so good at just looking at a scene and just my head going to the right kind of tempo of music or something that would actually work. And then in my brain try to figure out what songs actually match that tempo.
Here's the money. Goodbye.
Dude, no need to be so rude about it. I'm sorry, you don't like the way I re-edited Hitchcock. That's fine, that's fine. Everybody has their, you know,
Good day. Could you take me to Hoboken, the Pompeii bar?
Sure thing. Get in.
Hoboken. That's the place that's over. Yeah, okay. Something I say about these games being nostalgic is you remember what you were doing. I remember what I was doing when I first played these games, and what circumstances were. I had a lot of fun in those days. Wasn't too long after that I started getting into D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, and then that kind of opened up new doors in my imagination, which was a good thing. Because at the time I was making stuff like this. It's like it was when I was starting to feel kind of sheltered. Like I didn't leave the house. I got up and just made videos, kind of like I'm doing now. And I felt like I really needed to get out of that. Like I was still making the videos. I still made the videos. In fact, I still made some really, really good videos. But the thing is, it was supposed to be a hobby. It was supposed to pass the time and not just be my life. But I found ways of having fun with it. learned a long time ago. Well, it's a thing. It's editing a video. It's like tell the story, tell the story, tell the story. Now all videos are fast cut, fast cut, fast cut, fast cut, fast cut.
There you go. Keep the change.
And it's like I don't really agree with a fast cut kind of route. Dude.
I need to get to the department store car lot in Little Italy. Can you take me there?
No problem. Get in.
Go across the Giuliano Bridge and then through the tunnel. It's the shortest way.
Okay. Whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, there we go. I was going to say, what's going on with the camera? It has like a mind of its own. It's like I barely touched it and it was... Now, but I remember back in the day when they made movies, it's like if you go back and watch like the original Godfather, it's like you could just have the camera modeled in one spot and just not move the scene at all. And just that one camera angle will slowly build suspense. I think it's stuff like that that made that movie such a classic. Today, if you model the freaking camera in one spot, you know, audience is going to get bored and leave. And it's like, I don't know why quick cutting has been such a thing. And then when you ask someone about it, it's like their favorite thing. When you ask someone under the age of 20,
Don't you know which one that is?
I'm on my way there, dude. Chill, pay attention. Look at the road. Giuliano Bridge is right up here on the right. What's the matter, you? What's the matter, you? It's like you ask someone like under the age of 20, you know, what is it about quick cutting in movies that... And one of their answers is editors are lazy. Oh shit. Oh shit. Was I speeding? I didn't know speeding was a thing in this game. Is it right click? It was right click. What's up? I guess that's why the speed limiter was there. Okay. What was that speed limiter button? Car speed limiter F5. There we go. Oh, 40. Another scene where the suspense builds and whatnot, and the thing is, there's not a lot of cuts that I can recall. Was Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window, where James Stewart's looking out the window and he's just basically panning from window to window to window. I don't remember very many cuts in that. Another good movie. If you're looking for a really good movie to watch, dude, man. I should make that in time. Alright. Every town has its own music. It's a thing, I have Mafia 2 on here, and I might have to do something about the music, so I'm sure a lot of that's copyrighted. I have to do some research on some of the music, but I believe a lot of it's copyrighted. So I might have to do something about.
This should cover it. Keep the change.
I need a coffee break.
Yeah, that sounds good actually.
I had
Get
a
one
cup
for
of
me
coffee
too.
and relaxed in the car. While I was waiting to see if I could get another customer, I noticed I wasn't far from Salieri's bar. Jesus.
We got you, you little rat. Mr. Morello's pretty angry with you. We're gonna have to teach you a little lesson so you remember that it ain't right.
Those bastards remembered the license plate of my car and took it on themselves to hunt me down.
Lou here'll fix your face a little.
Okay, guess we're running.
Finish him off.
Hence,
Always
Running Man.
It was clear to me that I had to get out of there.
Oh, I can't pull up the map on
I couldn't
foot?
handle that animal on my own. I
Oh,
said to
green
myself,
arrows.
now was probably
Okay.
the right moment for Mr. Salieri to show his gratitude.
My
Salieri's
mouse is
bar
actually
was
my
down the
turn.
street, and the sight of it was certainly a lot nicer than a baseball bat to my head.
I was trying to see where the hell I was. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. I'm just guessing. Oh. Oh, what was his name? Giuseppe? Was that his name? I don't remember.
Salieri's boys saved my skin that time, but I certainly wasn't in a good situation. I had paid off my debts for the car repairs, but my boss didn't want to employ anyone who was in the mob. It just wasn't good business. When I saw the fancy get-up of Salieri's boys, I thought that it can't be too bad to work for them. Besides, I had nothing to lose. Morello was out to get me, so driving a cab wasn't the best job. Plus, the prospect of Salieri's dough wasn't so terrible. So like I always say, better to die young and loaded.
Ah. right, well, that's going to do it for Mafia for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be getting back into this one soon. I really like this game, and I really want to see it through to its completion. So, again, thank you for watching. I will see you all next one. Bye.